Satnam Jai Ma. Okay, so today is such a special wealth window, and I woke up this morning with my kids cold. Oh, do not disturb, honey. I've been taking care of this kid for the last 2 days. I was fine. He was congested and coughing. And then today, the day I wanted to wake up and do this, I am also like with an itchy throat. It's not as bad as his, but I'm not going to let it go. Anyway, we're not going to miss this window. Today, Jupiter and the moon are in conjunction. Not only that, Jupiter's in Cancer. So this is a very specific thing that's happening today, and I feel like people are going to feel it maybe more intuitively than kind of consciously aware of what's happening. And if you're conscious of what's going on, you can work with the energy. So there's an old teaching, there's an old yogic teaching that when Jupiter and the moon are in conjunction, wealth is inevitable. You can't F this up. You can't fudge it up. You know, it's gonna happen, and there are some things that we can do to put this wind, like think of this conjunction as an energetic wind, and you want to put it in your sail to direct your life in a specific direction. I'm gonna teach a meditation that's specifically for this energetic conjunction, and we're gonna look into the energy with the cards to see what's pulling in for you. Go ahead, buy the lottery ticket today, text your ex today, text whoever you've been thinking about today, because things are expanded, things are coming back to life, things are regenerating. You can feel hopeful again. But I want to talk about what wealth actually means under this transit, because Jupiter is going to expand whatever the moon is holding. So like right now we think of astrology as a way to describe our personalities, which is a wonderful, very base way to look at it. Like, I am Gemini, so I do this. I am Aries, so I behave like this. But astrology is so much more than just like a way to justify your bad behavior. Yeah, astrology, think of planetary combinations like formulas, like math equations, and they create, certain combinations create these subtle energetic patterns that mirror in your aura. And human beings unconsciously respond to them unless they're conscious of what they are responding to. But under this transit, what you're going to feel is maybe more emotionally open than you have been in the past. Hopeful, inspired, maybe you're ambitious. Suddenly you're hungry for more. Suddenly you're allowing yourself to have more. Jupiter will open up your like blocks to abundance. You might feel nostalgic or inspired. Very fertile creativity with this Cancer energy, expanding the fertility. So, and like from real babies to, you know, energetic projects to your masterpiece kind of babies, all of those things are getting expanded and fertilized. It can make you take risks today. It can make you hopeful in things that you thought were dead. Like I said, it's very regenerative. So Cancer's ruled by the moon. Like the energy is so fertile. All right. So I wrote down some things that we can ask the cards for how this is going to come in for you. Oh, I did have a note. My guides were saying when the moon sits beside Jupiter, whatever is emotionally nourished begins to multiply. And I think that's even more amplified in Cancer energy, because Cancer is so emotional. We call them the crybabies of the zodiac, but I literally love them. I have not met a Cancer I don't like. They're like nurturing and real and genuine, and they have feelings. So this air sign can learn from that for sure. So this transit can create wealth. Yes, it can create opportunities. It can also create emotional overflow. It can make all your manifestations much stronger. And I just feel like this, when you know that you're in this energy, you can move boldly. I'm so sorry about this congestion. I hear it. You can move boldly. You can move. hate it. I hate it so much. You can move different when you know that the stars are supporting your decisions. So your intuition may increase, but also fantasy, emotional spending, attachment, excess, all that might happen too. I don't think so. I don't think, astrology can push you around if you don't know how to work with it. But if you're watching this video, you are a yogi. You have had a past life where you chanted a mantra or did something dharmic or something. So you're allowing yourself to have the steering wheel of the boat, not just being pushed and pulled by the winds of the moon or the winds of Jupiter. Right now, when you have this awareness, sure, you can watch an astrology reading that can tell you this is happening, that is happening, and you can move different because of it. But when you apply yogic techniques that are built for these like specific transitions, it's literally like giving you the remote control to reality, to your reality. All right, so let's go into the cards. I was called to use the archetypes cards, the wisdom oracle, and there's another one. So let's see what's trying to expand for you for this collective. There's so many. Okay, I'm gonna use the wisdom oracle. I already cleared my decks. I already shuffled them, but I'm gonna shuffle them again. All right, what is trying to expand for this beautiful collective that is going to be magnetized to this particular video? Also, I think the Jupiter-lunar conjunction, the energy will be felt all day, so you can work with the energy all day. But also, oh, I forgot my microphone. Oh, whatever. Also, I just charged it. Maybe I should get it. Nah, I think we're chilling. Also, okay, from the conjunction's really strong from like 9:30 this morning to like 3:30 EST this afternoon. I'm gonna try to crank this video out. It's 11:51 now, as soon as possible, so maybe people can see it in that little window. But if you don't, the energy will still be around for you to play with all day. It's unfortunately not like one of those things that you're like, you have 3 days for the lunar energy. No, it's like, it's today. But I'm going to do more of these particular transit and conjunction reads and like teaching meditations to work with them and stuff like that. All right, so let's see. What is trying to expand for this collective today? And this beautiful conjunction. Man, kids, the germs. Mending. Something is being fixed. A friendship. Somebody that you've lost contact with. Somebody you've gone no contact with. The Cancer vibes and the Jupiter vibes and the Moon vibes are healing those relationships. We also got the Thinker. So somebody's contemplative. Your thoughts, your inspirations are expanding. The way you're thinking is expanding. I had this beautiful client, and I hope she sees this. She was, she reached out to me and she was like, I just realized that the mantras are in Sanskrit, and that makes me respect them so much more. And I was like, well, what did you think they were? What did you think the mantras, what language? She was like, I just thought they were just sounds that like, work well in energy bodies and stuff like that. And I was just laughing because I thought that was so hilarious. But it showed me like how consciousness can work sometimes. It's like you can literally hand somebody something and they're like, don't even see what it is until it's time for them to see what it is. You know what I mean? When they expand, when your consciousness expands, it's like suddenly this thing that you've been playing with forever, like you see it completely differently. That could be one of the energies that's coming online for people today with this expansive thought, the expanding thinker. The way you're seeing something is changing, and it's going to become very profitable for you. Okay, one more card for what is trying to expand. Fate. Fate is trying to expand. So we got mending, Friendships are healing. Heart wounds are healing. That is going to be really expansive, beautiful energy today. So think about somebody that you might have like fallen out with, haven't talked to in a long time. Maybe you miss a lot. You know, maybe you think about them all the time, but you don't speak to them. And like this energy of this particular transit is going to be healing those old wounds. Your thoughts are going to be expanding. The way you see, the way you think is going to be expanding. It's going to be building, changing your foundation. The master number 44 foundation is going to be changing like your base level consciousness of how you see the world, how you see reality. Everything's going to shift when your consciousness expands around it. So that's beautiful. And fate is expanding for you. So I kind of think of fate as like a lower version of destiny. Fate is kind of like, oh, it's my fate. It's like what has to happen to me, you know, regardless of whatever. It was fate, you know, but destiny is kind of a different version of fate. Oh, my nose. I hate it. I hear it and I feel it. Destiny is kind of a different version of fate, where destiny is like a higher vibration of fate. It's like, there's a bunch of things that your soul incarnated on earth to do. Some of them are wonderful things. Some of them are very high destiny things. And some of them are, you know, you could just be piddling around. There's still things in this samsara that you want to do, you know, but it's just about like where you're vibrating. So your fate has expanded on this day. So the things that were potentiates, lower timelines are crumbling, higher timelines are becoming accessible. So move boldly today. Like fortune will favor bold movement today. Literally, do not be a pussy today. Do the thing, send the text, seal the deal. I don't know, girl. I don't know, woman. Okay, let me see what's next. Where are people? I write down ideas of like what I might want to ask the cards. Where are you leaking energy? That seems real. Let's see. Should I stick? I think I should just stick with this deck for a second. Where is this collective leaking energy? Something flipped. Unfinished symphony. So this came up in another reading. Something, projects that you're doing that you're not finishing. Things that you're just starting. Whatever that thing is that you're like, yeah, you're at a fork in the road and you're weighing which way you want to go. You know, you could continue down the path of finishing the thing that you know you need to finish, which Spirit is really saying finish. That's where the gold is. Force your way through it. I was just talking to my friend the other day about how boredom is a threshold. If you reach a point in a project where you're like kind of getting bored of it, kind of getting tired of it, and maybe you're a musician, maybe you're a performer, an entertainer. That looks like a money symbol, but it's music. And there's like a face inside of this beautiful egg. Okay. If there's just this project that you have left on pause and you're coming to this fork in the road of like, should I continue down this path and finish this thing? It might be very tedious. It might be, you might have gotten to that threshold of boredom with it and you're like, new things are exciting. I'm gonna go down a new path. Don't do that. Fight through that. Fight through that. Be fair with that. Balance that out and sit through the boredom, because boredom, like I said, is a gatekeeper. Think of boredom as a big ogre with a sword that's sitting in front of a pile of treasure, right? And you can't get to the treasure because you just got bored and you wandered off. It's the most beautiful genius firewall ever. I don't like this kind of demon doesn't have to attack you. It just has to kind of like bore you enough for you to get distracted and find something that's more stimulating. Sit through the boredom. The same way with like sitting through an uncomfortable feeling, sitting through something, and don't numb out, don't run from it, don't distract yourself from it. Sit with it and just like witness it, because it will fade. It will fade into something else. If you fight through that chop wood, carry water part of your project, oh God, everything is so connected. So I even posted this on my stories the other day. This person wrote this beautiful like slideshow carousel about like not feeling spiritual anymore. Sometimes when you sit down in front of deities and you're chanting, you're crying and you're feeling these huge like emotional impulses, and you're like, yes, like I really feel God's presence with me. I really feel like, you know, the things I'm doing is working, right? And then sometimes you sit down to do your sadhana and you are pulling teeth, you're moving through mud to do it. Like it takes me sometimes 4 hours to get through my sadhana, which is around 45 minutes if I don't bullshit, right? But you just trudge through it because there's a treasure behind that, you know? There's a treasure when you show up to do something that you don't feel super excited about anymore. You know, like when the honeymoon phase wears off in a relationship, but you still love that person so much that you like show up even when it's kind of boring, even when it's kind of mundane. That's what you have to do with this project. Whatever this thing is that you're not finishing is causing you to leak energy. All of the distractions are causing you to leak energy. And if you just like focus on the unfinished thing, the thing that you're trying to avoid, all your energy will return to you, and you'll see. The boredom ogre goes away quickly. Yeah, this is definitely for you. Not for you in reverse came out, so this is something that you definitely need to finish. Finish whatever you're doing. Okay, what opportunity are we not seeing yet? What is the opportunity that you might be blind to, or missing, or think is too good to be true? Is it in here? A message in a bottle, incoming communication, between worlds, dream walking, messages, yang energy, masculine energy. What? There's an opportunity with a masculine. There's an opportunity with a masculine who's kind of 1 foot in both worlds. This might have to do with that no contact person. Because it seems like maybe missed messages, or maybe you have like a telepathic connection with this person. This is a very specific collective. You're gonna know who this is if I'm talking to you. So there's an opportunity, maybe some sort of partnership with a divine masculine who is very quiet. You might not see it yet, but it's gonna be showing up for you soon. And let's see, what else? These are so good. What emotional pattern is affecting your money field? I want to change decks. What emotional pattern is affecting your field of money? You know, with me, money seems to come to me in seasons. I've noticed since just like committing to my sadhana and letting my sadhana be my boat through this life, that Devi never lets me go without, you know, and kind of has gotten me very comfortable with very little. And I think that that's important. I think that we kind of see our bank accounts maybe getting lower than what we're comfortable with. And we panic and try to freak out and find ways to like fix it instead of kind of just sitting still and watching and seeing what's gonna happen. Finding your contentment, finding your calm, not letting yourself freak out because of a number on an app, you know, knowing, like being able to take inventory of what you do have and the fact that you're fine and not like spiraling out. Being super attached to needing to have a certain amount of money to feel comfortable is not really what you came here to do. It's not what you came to Earth to do, to like maintain a balance on an app. Like you came here to live an experience. And one of the experiences you have to get is like, hey, even if I'm broker than I'd like to be. I'm fine. This is the wrong message for this right now because this is a money message. I just know money comes very easily when you're relaxed around it. So if you're freaking out, if you're watching this and you're freaking out because you feel like you don't have enough, start to take, I know this is so cliche, start to take inventory for all the stuff that you do have. And like, not like, I'm grateful for air, I'm grateful because I can see, I'm grateful because I have my house. Like, you can do all of that and that will shift energy around you. But really talk to yourself and be like, bitch, are you hungry? No. Are you cold? No. Are your kids cold? No. Do you have clothes? Yes. Do you have a fucking iPhone? Yes. You're fine. Sometimes you have to, like, you know, especially if you're in the United States like me and you're just staring at social media all the time, comparing yourself to what other people have, you don't realize, like, in these little islands and stuff, people don't, they are so, that's what everybody says, they go on vacation. They have nothing and they're so happy. Yeah. I work with people who are very, very, very wealthy. I work with people who are celebrities and they are miserable. So yeah, be happy when your bank account is fat and swollen. Be grateful for that. Be happy when it's skinny and starving. Be grateful for that. And no, it's always going to change. It's always going to change. And you stay the same. All right. Let's see. What emotional pattern is affecting your money field? What emotional pattern? I think I'm going to have to do this because these circles are hard to shuffle. Let me just do it like this. She doesn't shield her cards. Yes, I did. I did it before I started the video. I can hear you. Say hickey. Okay, what emotional patterns are affecting the money field? Dead ends. You feel blocked. The emotional pattern of feeling blocked. Dead end means stop pushing in that direction and pivot. I don't know, maybe that's different. There's somebody out here is feeling blocked. It's a queen. It's a queenly energy. Serpent, moon, lotus. I just saw this flower somewhere. Oh, she might feel very lost. This is another artist. I feel like I'm talking to creatives all the time, and I love that. Your mind is just so full of amazing ideas. It kind of feels like tangled, congested. There's too much going on. Maybe you don't have enough help. Maybe you're like, pulling on a red thread. The thread came out. There's a cord too. There's a cord of attachment to something. It's a, oh yeah. You're connected to something and you know what it is that is very toxic. It's affecting your money field. Holding a boundary with whatever this thing is that you are holding on to, and it might be a very secret holding on to, is an obstacle. It is a tower card vibe. It is it's not what you want it to be. We'll just say that. I think you have in your head what you feel like you know this connection is that you're holding on to, and it's causing this. It's an emotional pattern. It's a loop. It's a constant attraction to a toxic person, to a toxic situation, to a toxic, I don't know, to a weird job environment, right? It's this like not letting go of this jumble. And you're a fucking queen. You're a queen. Queens are supported, you know? Like, just, I think the pattern changes when you seriously drop that cord. And you see how the hand is holding on to the cord? Into the abyss. There's a rainbow on the other side. But it's like you are holding on to it. Maybe you feel like I have, you know, you need a cord cutting or something like that. You don't. You really just need to drop it. Let it go. Just let it go. It's not what you thought it was. It's not what you want it to be. And that will be the bridge, even that little step of just being like, I'm going to stop whatever this is, that will be the bridge into your finances. And let's see, let's do, we'll finish with these. So there's a creative who's watching this that needs to finish their goddamn work because it's a masterpiece. You need to let go of whatever toxic being, person, thing that you're holding on to in your heart of hearts because it's causing emotional leakage. It's affecting your money. Did you know that? Did you know, like, even like having a crush on the wrong person can like dramatically change the amount of money you make? Because I'm not gonna get into that. Just know we're all connected. The physical body will say, I am in point A and that person is in point B, but you're not. You are connected. If you're thinking of somebody, they're thinking of you. If you know what I mean, that mentally you guys are right here with each other. So just because you are in no contact with something doesn't mean you're in no contact with something. All right. So you really have to make that choice within yourself about letting it go so other things can come in. There is a legitimate financial opportunity coming in around this conjunction. The universe sometimes does randomly hand out gold coins like Mario Kart, but know that Jupiter is going to increase your confidence. Jupiter is going to increase your emotional openness. Cancer is going to nurture whatever projects you are working on so emotionally, make it so fertile and rich and creative. Cancer is going to give it depth. Oh, she's so cutesy. You're going to have a willingness to move. You're going to feel very generous after this transit kind of works in your aura. So, like, I can't say it enough. Be bold, be bold, be bold. Surrender. Surrender came out. Surrender to what you already know you got to be doing, girl. Hear ye, hear ye. You are hereby being called to unclench your grip around any old thought patterns. What did I say? What did I just say with that thread? Let it go. It's you holding on to it. And it's not, nothing is draining you except you. Let go of any old thought patterns that are getting in your way. Surrender any ideas that make you feel like a victim of circumstance or which make your dream relationship seem like an impossibility. The mayor of reinvention has just arrived. Yes, this is this transit. And has made the following decree. Limiting beliefs about yourself and your life are heretofore forthwith, officially and indubitably declared for the birds. Mic drop. For the birds. I love the birds. Also, this depth card came out, which looks like a little red onion lady. I don't know why she's so cute. As new people show up in my life, I look for all the weird, wonderful, complex layers below their surface. I can't be surprised by someone's depth of character unless I'm willing to peel back the outer layers and go a little deeper. It's like the brand new saying goes, don't judge an onion by its haircut. It's 12:12. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna put the Jupiter Moon meditation up. I think I'm gonna put it on Patreon. And yeah, if you are on Patreon, then I will have that up by this afternoon. I'll just do it right now. And yeah. So be bold, finish your projects, let go of any kind of weird, old, toxic things that you're holding on to that you don't need to hold on to anymore. And just look out for messages from people you haven't heard from for a while. And yeah, have a happy, beautiful Jupiter, lunar, moon, money, wealth window transit. I hope this is helpful. Love you. Bye.